Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of our La Liga career mode here with Girona. We're returning today off the back of our late snatch and grab victory against CD Tenerife in the last episode, thanks to a late header from Artem Dovbyk. Outside of the transfer window now and into Sloggy season, we're going to be playing through part 1 today, with the first half of our Champions League group stage concluded and more big games in La Liga. Let's jump straight into the first game. It's away from home against Osasuna, looking to continue our good start to the campaign. Vamos, Girona. So yes, lots of games to get through today, looking to pick up the pace after the transfer window has concluded, where, to be fair, we weren't that busy this summer compared to last year when we had all those outgoings on deadline day and at the end of the window. So yeah, relatively chilled start to the season. Our form has been, I'd say we've been in good form. We've had obviously one slip up at home to UD Almeria, though of course they are currently sat top of the league. So whether you can call it a slip up or not, I'm not too sure, as Garcia bends one straight into the arms of Aitor. And here we come with Fabian Ruiz back in the lineup today. And now Savio away from Vidal. Savio, can he pick someone out? It's Dovbyk. And he's never going to miss from there. Perfect start for us today. Girona off the mark. Dovbyk, top scorer in the league with his 7th of the campaign on match day 7. Yeah, I said it for Artem Dovbyk. I think it was at the back end of last season. If we can keep him fit, then I think there's every chance he can reach 40 La Liga goals this season. Here he is with 7 in 7, trying to make that his 8th of the campaign. 1 in 1 record at the moment. If he can keep it up and keep fit, there's every chance that that man hits 40. Garcia swings the corner in looking for Dovbyk. And there's goal number 8. 32 more to go, Artem, for him to reach the prestigious 40 club. Currently, Lois Openda and Victor Osimhen from the Glory Hunter last year, both of them hit 50 league goals. That's in a single league campaign in either of the top 5 leagues. Openda did it in Liga and Osimhen in the Premier League for Chelsea. Dovbyk trying to join that prestigious club here with Girona. Well, as the second half gets underway here, I've said I don't think that I will have a player hit 40 goals in a league campaign in FC 24, just solely due to the fact that this game is so much harder than FIFA 23 was last year. In those seasons where we had players hitting 50 league goals, we were scoring like 100, 120 league goals. I don't think this year in FC 24 I've actually hit a 100 goal campaign as a team. Maybe in the final year of the Sheffield United save, but I don't think I managed it the whole time that we were at Juve. We didn't score that many goals. So if we do manage it, I think we're going to have a very, very high scoring season, or Dovbyk just to score the majority of our goals. Garcia looking for the Ukrainian again. It's a hat-trick. And I have to say, I think he is the best goal scorer that I've used in this year's game. Dusan Vlahovic was fantastic. Calvert-Lewin was fantastic during our time in the previous save with Sheffield United and Juve, but Dovbyk is just a different animal. Well, it is all over here, and a clean sheet to go along with the hat-trick for Artem Dovbyk. Haven't really spoken about it too much, but I would love to try and break the clean sheet record in La Liga as well. I think the record is 26, which is a joint record held by Marc-Andre ter Stegen from a few years ago, and I don't know what the name is, but it was a Deportivo La Coruña goalkeeper, I believe, back in like the 1920s. Both of them with 26 clean sheets. I'd love to match it this year with Julen. Well, moving straight on into our next game, it's Real Sociedad who we welcome to the Montelivi, a team who have become a bit of a rival of ours after we've struggled in recent games against them. We also had that penalty shootout in, I believe, the Copa del Rey quarterfinals or maybe the semi-final. So there is a bit of history between the two teams. We'll be going for a further 3 points here. Vamos, Girona. Well, I won't lie, that was a pretty terrible first half. Both keepers forced into just the one save. Both very, very comfortable. And still tied at 0-0 here. Pretty cagey game. We have made some changes with a tough game in midweek against Napoli. So we have had to rotate. We've got a few tired legs out there. So Real Sociedad probably licking their lips and thinking that maybe all 3 points are up for grabs. I'm hoping the second half is going to spring to life because that first was pretty horrendous. Now Sonse comes infield and then loses out to a good tackle. Still waiting for that first real opening. Good ball into Pavlidis. Still Pavlidis. Gets away from Douglas Luiz. Pavlidis away from Mika. Great run. And a fantastic goal from Pavlidis, who always finds a way against us. And opens the scoring for Real Sociedad. Girona behind once again, and work to be done at the Montelivi. Well, what a run it was by Pavlidis. Took on Douglas Luiz, given away again, and then beat Mika as well. Two very good defensive pieces of our team. And he just walked past both of them like they weren't there. Sociedad have the upper hand now, looking for that second goal. And it's Pavlidis who this time is denied by Ulam. Clock running out on Girona. Need a goal fast. Well, Sociedad doing a fantastic job of seeing this game out. I just cannot get the ball off them. And they might be in for a second here. Pedrosa does well, but it really does have to be now for Girona. Sonse into Pedrosa. And there's Levi Garcia to rescue us! Late goal from Levi. And we will keep the unbeaten streak going. I think that extends it to 5 now in all competitions. Sociedad give the ball away. And it's Girona who breaks. Sonse into Pedrosa who ventured forward. Levi with all the space in the world. And he's got the finish past Ramiro to rescue a point at the death. Well, I hold my hands up. I did not play particularly well in that last one. Bailed out by Levi Garcia. But thankfully, it seems as if everyone else around us is stumbling out of the blocks as well. Attention turns back to the Champions League now, as we've got probably our toughest test of the group stage as we travel to Naples, the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium, to take on last year's Europa League winners. Vamos, Girona. Well, it will be no real surprise to anyone that Napoli won their first group stage game pretty comfortably against AEK Athens. And they've got a really good team here. If you remember back to our stint with Juventus earlier on in FC 24, Napoli was sort of our rival team in that part of the save. We've just played Real Sociedad, who are sort of our rivals here with Girona, and now one of our former rivals. Well, that might drop for Levi. Extremely lucky. I've overcomplicated things and Merritt makes the save. I don't know why I turned back then. Just overcomplicating things today. Corners into Krejci. And it's his second of the Champions League group stage. Scored on match day 1 against Marseille. Now gets his second for the club away in Naples. Well, game has quietened down since that opening 15-20 minutes where we had the goal from Krejci, but we've defended pretty well against Osimhen, and Kvaratskhelia has barely had a kick in that first half, so we've done really well. A second goal, I think, will just wrap things up as Ruiz does well. Now, it's nicely worked into Levi Garcia, whose shot is blocked. Yeah, both teams sort of waiting for someone to make a move at the moment. Of course, we've got the lead, so the ball is in Napoli's court, but if we can grab a second, then I think the points will be back in the bag heading to Spain. Rodrigo Bentancur driving into the area, keeps it from Giroud. Nicely worked this from Napoli. Zielinski opens up for him, and it's a great finish from the pole. They worked it really nicely. Bentancur did well. And you can't give a man of Zielinski's quality that much time and space in and around the penalty area. Garcia doesn't go with him, and it's a good finish into that far corner. Back on level terms here in Naples. Osimhen, oh no, skips away from Mosquera. Victor Osimhen runs into Krejci. Just seemed to stop there, Victor Osimhen. had a chance to go on and potentially win it for Napoli, but I would have taken a point pre-game. It does mean no wins in our last 2 with back-to-back 1-1 draws, but against our toughest opponents in the group, away from home in their backyard, as I say, I'd have taken it pre-game and I'll take it after the game as well. 1-1 here in Naples, both of us with 4 points to kick off the group. So keeping the games rolling, it's Deportivo Alaves up next, away from home at the Mendizorroza before we head into the international break. Vamos, Girona. Oro gets up well. Good header that from the Spaniard. Dovbyk holds it up nicely. Looking for an opening here. Luiz slides it through the gap. Savio, beautifully done. Luiz, oh, what a block. And Dovbyk can't quite get there. Surely destined for the corner, that. And Douglas Luiz's effort well blocked at the last minute. Still on the front foot here. Garcia can't quite get it over the defender to find Victor Zigankov. Really promising start this though by Girona as Luiz lets fly again, and this time turned away by the keeper. Garcia will swing the corner and we're so dangerous from these. It's Dovbyk. It's 1-0. And it's the goal that our early pressure deserves. It's been all Girona from minute 1. And Dovbyk with goal number 9, 1 off double figures already. Garcia now finds Dovbyk. I never like leading by just the 1 goal. And Alex Garcia, a bit speculative. I think the keeper probably could have just caught it, but Severa pushes it behind for the corner. We will once again look for Dovbyk. Carbon copy. We know how overpowered the corners are in this year's game, or I'm certainly finding that. And Artem Dovbyk doubles up. Goal number 10 of the campaign. And I don't see us slipping up here from 2 goals up. There's space up wide here for Duarte for Alaves down the left-hand side. Mosquera does come out to meet him, but it's left a bit of space in the middle. And Yulin forced into the save. If we can find a 3rd goal here, I think we will be pretty comfortable to see this out. But if Alaves do find the next one, which they nearly have, then we may have been in a bit of trouble off the line. And now Victor Zigankov will bring it clear the other way. Oh, can we hit them for a double whammy here? Dovbyk back to Victor Zigankov. Space ahead of the Ukrainian. And now Sonse bursting onto it. Back to Zigankov, now Dovbyk, and that is probably going to do it. There is the whistle. Comfortable, controlled game. Second half was pretty quiet as Alaves never really troubled us. And back to winning ways. Our first win in 3 games. And Girona, with that, will go level on points with UD Almeria, who still sit top of the table due to the head-to-head record. What a start for Almeria. Well, it's Cadiz up next after the international break, who currently sit just a couple of points above the relegation zone. Currently 4 teams separated by just 1 point at the top of the table. Almeria still going strong, although I do expect them to have a drop-off at some point. They face Real Madrid today as we take on Cadiz at home, so a chance to move to the top of the table after match day 10. Vamos, Girona. Oh, space early on for Sonse. Flicks the ball out wide to Savio, who keeps it in. Sonse again, nice turn. Still, and Sonse, let's fly. Oh, and Ledesma turns it around the post. Early start from Girona here, looking to catch Cadiz cold. Corners into Dovbyk. Oh, I feel like I'm just abusing this now. He's just too good from those dead balls. Alex Garcia to Dovbyk once again. I believe that's goal 11 now on match day 10. So on target to hit 40 goals. Is he going to stay fit and is he going to stay firing? Risky from Cadiz this. Sonse does nab it. I could just feel something boiling there. Savio and Sonse for 2. Fantastic finish for his 2nd goal since joining from Bilbao on transfer deadline day. It was he who won the ball back, and it's he who finishes it off for 2. Space out wide. Savio doing some backtracking, but it comes infield. Nicely worked. Escalante Could be trouble here. Mika gets spun and Mosquera does well. Then it's given away. Oh, that's poor. That is so poor. And the clean sheet is gone. Cadiz back in the game at 2-1 as well. With 20 minutes to go, we need to make sure we see this out. We cannot afford to drop 2 points here. Well, there is the whistle, and despite the goal from Cadiz, I'm annoyed that we threw away the clean sheet so poorly, but it is back to winning ways in La Liga once again. We've been on a good run of form in today's episode. No defeats so far. And depending on the result between Real Madrid and Almeria, that win there may potentially have sent us to the top of the league. We will find out together here. And yet there you'll see it. We have gone top of La Liga, I believe, for the first time this campaign. Just 1 defeat and 1 draw in our opening 10 games. 6 goals conceded and 23 scored. Leaves us with a better goal difference than the rest. And we're also a point clear of Atletico Madrid and Real, who are the chasing pack. Well, match day 3 of the Champions League group stage here in what should be a banker against AEK Athens, who seem as if they're going to be the whipping boys of the group. This game will take us to the halfway stage, where it seems as if it's going to be close between ourselves, Napoli and Marseille to make it through to the knockout stages. Need a big win here against bottom of the group Athens. Vamos, Girona. Pedrosa into Martinez, playing at centre-back again today. Played him there quite a few times in this Champions League run. Porro with space down the right. To the byline. Looks for Levi. Oh, it's simple. Fantastic from Pedro Porro. Takes the initiative. Drives into the penalty area. And picks out Levi Garcia, who's still scoring a fair few despite playing second fiddle to Dovbyk now that he's fit again. I always feel confident when Levi comes into the side, and this is exactly the sort of game for Levi when I need to rest Dovbyk and I know that I can trust in our Trinidad and Tobago striker. Opens the scoring here, and Girona lead once again in the Champions League. Yeah, we've gone a goal up in all 3 of our Champions League group stage games. That's a poor pass by Pedrosa. Of course, Napoli managed to fight back for that 1-1 draw in Naples, but I don't see it happening here today. We've been thoroughly in control, and if we can get a second, we will surely be on our way to victory. Levi gets away from his man. He does do well to keep up with him. That will drop to Jarell Hato. Oh, got hold of it, and Stankovic did well to claim. What is the keeper doing? That is a terrible throw right before the break. Capaldo. Still Victor. Oh, what a run this is. Capaldo for 2. What is the keeper Stankovic doing? I mean, we're into the 5th minute of stoppage time, but I don't have any sympathy for him there whatsoever. Makes the stop from Jarell Hato, and then blindly throws the ball out straight to Nicolas Capaldo. And we keep the ball alive. Zigankov does really well down the right, and it's a carbon copy of the first goal. Cut back into the middle. They are so common in this year's FC, but Capaldo on the spot to tap home for the second. That should be points in the bag, but clueless from the goalkeeper. Yeah, I mean, all Stankovic had to do was hold on to the ball, and his team would have been going into half-time. Yes, a goal down, but still in the game. Now, at 2, they've got a mountain to climb, and it might get worse for them here. Levi Garcia absolutely smashes it in on his weaker right foot for 3. I don't want to blame the goalkeeper Stankovic, but he certainly hasn't helped his team out here. 3-0, points in the bag, exactly what we were looking for from match day 3. Joseph doesn't get there. Maybe a bit of trouble here. Oh, we're going to throw away the clean sheet. That is so poor from me. And Ezequiel Ponce makes it 3-1. You know how much I hate it when we throw away the clean sheet. We've been in complete cruise control. And Athens on the score sheet, 3-1. Points still secured in the bag. They're already on the bus home back to Girona. But really disappointed to throw away the clean sheet. Suslov, terrible tackle that. That might be a red, you know. Ref stops play. I think that might be a red for the Athens man. Ponce has just got them back into the game. And now Steven Zuber, the Swiss international, has just, well, lost any chance of a comeback for AEK Athens. Awful tackle on Thomas Suslov, and the home side down to 10 men. Still, Athens persist with the short goal kicks. I'm not too sure why. There's a great big hole in their defence. Santiago Montoya, oh, what a strike. And the young man gets his first career Champions League goal. What a way to get it as well. The Spaniard drifting in on that left-hand side. And instead of cutting in onto his right foot, just cuts across it into the top corner. Stankovic nowhere near it. Look how much space he's got. And he drills it into the side netting. 4-1 to Girona. And a first Champions League goal for Santiago Montoya. This kid is special. Santiago Montoya racing away. Steps past his man and then fouled. And stays down as well. Well, it was the perfect night for Girona until right before the final whistle where Santiago goes down. And we've been pretty lucky with injuries so far this season. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see the dreaded broken toe there for the young man at Santiago Montoya. Let's go and see how bad it is. I'm hoping for just a 5-day bruise. So back into the menus. Let's see how bad the injury for Santiago is. And yeah, no surprise to me. Run from it, dread it. You cannot escape the career mode broken toe. That is gutting for the young man who's showing so much promise and is now going to miss 3 months with that broken toe. I'm gutted for Santiago. Well, a quick look at how the Champions League group looks halfway through the group stage. And it's ourselves and Napoli on 7 points, with Marseille in third on 3. After a 5-goal thriller in Naples saw Napoli win by 3 goals to 2. Our attention, though, firmly on La Liga as we travel to the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, looking to stay top of La Liga. Vamos, Girona. Well, it's been a really good run of form in today's episode for Girona, but sour taste after that injury to Santiago Montoya. Obviously, we've got a reasonable amount of cover in those wide positions, but it's more just the fact that I was really enjoying using the kid in this campaign. Already got 2 goals for me, 1 in the league and his first in the Champions League. But yeah, disappointed that he's going to be down for such a long period of time. As I said, run from it, dread it. The career mode broken toe, you cannot escape it. And you cannot escape this man scoring either. Artem Dovbyk is just insane. Is that goal 11 or 12 of the campaign, I believe, now for the Ukrainian? Oh, Garcia sits his man on the deck. Now, Sonse. Oh, it's a lovely ball to Savio. Can we get a second here? Savio steps inside on his weaker right foot. And it's a good save to deny the Brazilian. Corner will be swung in by Garcia. We know how dangerous we are. There he is. And Dovbyk, on this occasion, heads it over the top. Lindstrom. Goal side here. Mika makes the block, but it'll come to Dodi Lukabakio. Conor Gallagher, one of 2 Englishmen in the lineup for Sevilla. And Yulin, well, looked as if he saw it a bit late. Jibril Sal's effort. And he was able to turn it away there, Yulin. Looking for another clean sheet here. That's a little bit more comfortable for the Spaniard. Never like when I'm just leading by 1. It's a nervy scoreline. And Sevilla do have the quality to get back into this. We've not been quite as good defensively this year as we were last campaign. That's snuck through to Ivan Toney. Shot comes in. Oh, and a strange clearance from Banabe puts it out for a corner. Getting a little bit panicky at the back now. Corner is swung into that near post. Toney going for it. And Suslov will get his foot on the ball and clear. Oh, what a pass by Suslov. Savio in behind. Can he wrap it up? Savio for 2. What an assist from Thomas Suslov. Where is he? Give me a hug. The celebrations are so broken, man. What a pass by Suslov. Savio rounds it off. And the 3 points are coming back to Girona now. Well, there is the whistle here in Seville. And it's a good win for Girona. Keeps us on top spot before our big clash against Atletico Madrid to close out today's episode. They were unbeaten in their opening 10 games. I'm wondering if they still are heading into that clash. I'd love to be the first side to defeat Simeone's team this season. Well, we will end on this one today then. Diego Simeone's unbeaten Atletico Madrid currently sat 3 points behind us, so a win for Simeone's side will see them level on points with us. Looking to end today's episode off strong with another victory. Vamos, Girona. So yeah, big one here against Simeone's side to end today's episode. And this man, Victor Malejo, who I did have my eye on as a transfer target back in Season 1, has been setting the Liga light. Trying to keep up with Artem Dovbyk in the top scoring charts is going to be no easy feat, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring goals for Simeone's side in the early stages of the season. He's partnered by Ollie Watkins, so a great front two for Simeone. But yeah, of course, we'll be looking for the 3 points here. Oh, what a ball. Sonse! Oh, what a brilliant save by Jan Oblak. Looking for the 3 points to move us clear of Simeone's side and keep us top of the league. Corners into Mika. And he meets it well, but again, it's Jan Oblak who's equal to it. This time from the other side, Oblak punches. Zigankov will keep it alive. Swung to the back post for Sonse. And Atletico Madrid will clear after a good spell of pressure. Watkins floats it out wide, but Miguel's there to read it. Now we can get at the back line of Atletico Madrid. Great ball, Dovbyk. Oh, we did get there. But Oblak comes out to make the stop. I thought he might just get there and be able to lift it over the on-rushing goalkeeper, but it's all Girona pressure at the moment. Savio, nice feet, and Dovbyk holds it up nicely. And Dovbyk lets fly. And Oblak wasn't getting close to that, but it flies over the top of the crossbar too. Absolutely rifles it in. Not sure what's happening with the replay there, but just cannot find that breakthrough at the moment. Atletico Madrid holding strong, as we've seen so often over the years under Diego Simeone. There has been all Girona pressure in that first half. Jan Oblak having to make a couple of good stops to keep us at bay. Got the top scorer in the league. Oh, that's a poor ball. Top goal scorer in the league out there in Artem Dovbyk, but so far we haven't been able to find a way past Jan Oblak, and now we come forward with Garcia. Zigankov looks to get away from David Raum, cuts in field, holds off the German. Zigankov bends it just over the top, and we just cannot seem to find that breakthrough. Now Kuto, great first touch. Zigankov on the move, he's onside there. Victor across the box for Dovbyk. There's our breakthrough. It's Artem Dovbyk. He says, no need to check the watch. We knew we had time. Yes, we've been pushing. We've been probing. But Dovbyk knew that his time would come. Rolled across the box by Victor Zigankov. Tar on the stretch. Can't prevent it finding Dovbyk. And he gets it past the dive of Jan Oblak. Simeone's side 15 minutes away from tasting defeat for the first time. Now it's our turn to sit in and try and see out this 1-goal lead. Porro. Look at the bodies flying forward. It's Dovbyk through the heart. Dovbyk sits down Tar, and Dovbyk drills it into the bottom corner for 2. On the counter-attack, Atletico caught out. Points will be staying here in Girona. Massive victory to inflict the first defeat of the season on Simeone's side. Well, what a fantastic way to close out today's episode. It's been a fantastic one. I don't think we've lost a game today, and we will be remaining top of La Liga after 12 match days. Artem Dovbyk with another 2 goals. as we do inflict defeat on Simeone's side for the first time to move 6 points clear of Atletico. Huge win to close out the episode. Okay then guys, that is where we will leave it for today's episode. Currently sat top of La Liga after 10 wins in our first 12 games, and also top of our Champions League group halfway through the group phase as well. It's been a fantastic start to Season 3 for Girona, where we're looking for more silverware. We'll be back in the next episode to play out part 2 of Sloggy's season as we look to make it to the January transfer window. You won't want to miss it, guys. Lots more games to come, and I'll catch you for it very soon. Peace.